Good afternoon. Welcome to the April 10th edition of Advisory Live. We're powered by Nasdaq IR Insight. I'm your host, Will Briganti. Joining me today as my guest is Mike Bianco. Mike is a senior analyst with Nasdaq's Strategic Capital Intelligence team here at Nasdaq Corporate Solutions. Mike, thanks so much for joining the program. It's great to have you back on.
Good to be here.
All right. So today I actually want to talk about Strategic Capital Intelligence, the team that you're on. So break down for our viewers what exactly Strategic Capital Intelligence is and what your team does.
Sure. So we're kind of like a small consulting group inside of Corporate Solutions. We help our clients navigate important and impactful trends in the marketplace. So whether that's kind of telling them how they should think about things like ESG or the active to passive trend or MiFID II. We also provide solutions like dividend studies, capital deployment analysis, activist vulnerability assessment. But one of the main reports that we provide is called the targeting analysis. And so that highlights what investors a corporate should target for their IR efforts.
Sure. And is there anything or any feature or new product on your team that's worth noting?
There is.
Good.
And it's called something new we developed called correlation analysis.
Awesome.
We recognize an opportunity to really enhance the targeting process. So we add a kind of a layer of insight at the individual level to help target generalists, and if the focus is around behavioral finance, which is pretty new. Nobody's really doing this. So because analysts, money managers are human beings, they will undoubtedly, exhibit some kind of bias in their investment style. Those biases will come through in trading patterns. They will be reflected, and so, we understand how, so in order to target those generalists, you need to first understand how the stock trades. And so, you take a look at the trading pattern, find out what other sectors the stock trading pattern correlates with, and then from there you can align, you can target the generalists that will fit that trading pattern.
Before we close out today's segment, could you give us an example? So let's say hypothetically you're working with a client that's in the financials industry. What would that correlation analysis look like?
Sure. So say you're a financial company, and we run the correlation analysis, and it turns out that you have a pretty strong correlation with, say, the tech sector.
Right.
So then that will tell you, what the expectations are of the investors on the buy side.
Okay.
So looking more like tech, what some of your cash flow metrics, margin profile, balance sheet. What the generalists that you will appeal to are going to expect. And it could also help around the messaging too. So your messaging can resonate, with those, if you find the right people, and then you can communicate with them effectively.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mike, for breaking that down for us today. We appreciate it.
Sure, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was Mike Bianco, Senior Analyst at Nasdaq's Strategic Capital Intelligence Group here at Nasdaq Corporate Solutions. For more information on FCI and our targeting solutions, be sure to visit the Corporate Solutions page on our corporate website. That's at business.nasdaq.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to Advisory Live, powered by Nasdaq IR Insight. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Will.